Hey, we're back to the Wealth Building Cornerstone 10, 20, 30 video series, man, where it's my job to share with you 10 financial literacy videos that's going to get you through 2020, as tough as it has been, beyond the 2030, and even beyond that. Why? Because financial principles are timeless. So if you've been following this series, you know that we're on video number 7, and we've taken you all the way through from the objectives that you're trying to meet, the challenges that's stopping you from getting there. And some of you guys have been waiting on this. Cortez, what can we do about it? And that's what we're going to talk about now, are 3 financial solutions. Really quickly, if you don't know me, if this is your first time tuning in to this whole series, I'm H. Cortez, aka the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur. And I'm on a mission to empower people economically through financial literacy with an emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. So in this video today, we're talking about solution number 1 is cash flow. Guys, you have got to know your numbers. What numbers are you talking about, Cortez? Well, listen, we're talking about building wealth. We're talking about recovering financially from the pandemic and all of the stress and strain it has caused. People have lost jobs. Family members have lost loved ones. In some cases, that loved one was the primary breadwinner. So how do we recover, right? You've got to increase your cash flow. See, there's 2 types of cash flow. There's positive and there's negative. A negative cash flow says my lack of money costs me money, right? Give an example. I used to be good for this, man. Ran out of money towards the end of the week, get paid on Friday. So what do? Wednesday, I'm swiping my debit card and I'm selecting credit, because normally it takes a couple of days for them to process a credit transaction. I'm trying to float this transaction until my money gets direct deposited in my account on Friday. What happens every time? Before midnight on Thursday, transaction goes through, and my lack of money just cost me $100 for a gallon of gas, right? Or a tank of gas. Why? Because the overdraft fees and things of that nature kicked in, right? On the other hand, a positive cash flow says my abundance of money will save me money. So, give you another example. I'm at the Honda dealership. They want $30,000 for the new Accord. It is fully loaded. I've got $24,000 cash in my pocket. Am I riding off the lot with that new Accord? Absolutely. There's no way they're letting me walk off that lot with that $24,000 in my pocket. They're going to come up with some sort of rebate or something so that I can get that vehicle. Well, guess what? My abundance of money saved me not only $6,000, the difference between what I paid cash and what the sticker price was, it also saved me a ton of money in financing, because I didn't have to take out a loan to purchase said vehicle. So understanding cash flow is important. And what exactly is cash flow? That is the difference between your income and what's left over after you pay all of your bills. So the reason you want to know your numbers is because that's how you can better track cash flow. And the fastest way to improve your cash flow, guys, is to improve your credit. So the numbers you need to know is your income. You need to know your monthly expenses. You need to know your debt, right? Not just how much you pay per month on the money you borrowed, but what is the interest payment on that? What is the payoff amount on that? You need to know your credit score. And last but not least, you need to know your cash flow, because you cannot measure what you do not track. If you're not tracking your cash flow, you can't measure whether it's going up or down, and we want it to be going up. So if you, my friend, need help getting your taxes to go down, because that increases your cash flow, getting your debts to go down. Every time you pay off a debt, it's like giving yourself a pay raise, so that will increase your cash flow. Getting your credit score to go up, right? Because when that credit score goes up, you can then refinance some of the things that you've borrowed and lower your interest rate, which will increase your cash flow, right? And then you want to get your investments up. especially if they're income producing assets, because that too increases your cash flow. Now, some of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Others of you have said, man, I've been trying to do this on my own, can't figure it out, Cortez. What kind of help do you have for me? Well, I'm glad you asked. All you got to do is text keyword cash flow to 314-874-6887. Again, text keyword cash flow to 314-874-6887, and let me share with you a wealth building solution that will blow your mind. See, most of you watching this right now, you've got the desire, you've got the discipline, you got the will to build wealth, or otherwise you wouldn't be watching this. But what you're probably missing is a sound, effective game plan. And that's what I want to help you with. So shoot me that text. I'll shoot you some information that will change your life if you take action with that information. So remember to like the page, subscribe to the channel, because you want to get notified when we drop the next video in this 10, 20, 30 wealth building cornerstone video series. Until then, get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.